Yo, Marvin, I think we got left. Jamar turned back to face me. I looked around, saw no one, then dropped my phone in disbelief. We were alone in the woods. Jamar and I were in an empowerment group for black middle schoolers. Occasionally, the group took field trips to places outside of our neighborhood on the weekends. Last week, our leader, Mr. B, announced we were going on a hike through a forest in a state park about an hour away from our homes in Harlem. Jamar is my best friend, and the two of us had both liked the group's trips to the museums, plays, and basketball games. We weren't all that interested in the outdoors, but Mr. B claimed that we'd really enjoy discovering how peaceful nature can be, especially for us New York City kids. Jamar and I sure we'd rather be back home playing video games. Now we were in Harriman State Park, marching through woods as thick as a Times Square rush hour. Our band of 12 kids has been hiking for a good 30 minutes when Jamar and I grew bored and stepped away from the group to take some selfies. But as fast as the click of camera, we look around us and discover that everyone else has disappeared. What are we going to do, Jamar? I said, feeling panicky. I knew we shouldn't have slipped away without telling anyone. Jamar gave me one of his calm down Marvin looks, taking chairs what he think, and said slowly, "Don't worry, my friend, because we will be fine. That crew of city kids could have gotten very far." Okay, yeah, I replied, certain he was right, but as we looked around in every direction, I will saw was greenery, no people anywhere. So I don't hurt anyone, I said. I thought I saw a small change in Jamar's expression, as if his confidence has begun to drop ever so slightly. He continued looking around, then said, "You're right, it's way too quiet out here." As nervous as I felt, I tried to lighten the mood, saying, "You know, I really miss the sounds of the city, bus honking, the lady next door yelling at her gigs." Jamar laughed and I continued, "But his quiet is kinda nice too. It's peaceful, different, right?" "Maybe a little too different," Jamar responded, and just at that moment he stepped on a twig, which snapped with a crisp, loud crack. My body shuddered and said, "Dang, this trip is supposed to be about peace, but all I'm feeling is anxiety." "You know what I don't miss?" I say, still hoping to keep our spirits up. "The smells New York City stinks. The air up here hits different. And the sky? Well, look up there. That's the blue sky I've ever seen. That's the bluest sky I've ever seen." Jamar seemed more nervous than impressed. "Speaking of the sky, it is getting dark." I look up and snickered, "Nah, we're just standing under a tree." Noticing the thick leaves above him, Jamar laughed along with me as we took a couple more steps. He stopped, then said sharply, "Enough with this last stuff. Let's call Mr. B." We pulled out of our phones, but when I look at mine, I groan. I don't have any reception, and my phone is dead. Lamar laments. "We took too many selfies." "I know," I respond. "Well, how about we just retrace our steps?" So that's what he did, but it didn't help. Instead of feeling more confident, we keep getting more and more nervous. We were mostly in the shade, but Jamar was sweating, and he jumped every time a squirrel scurried past us. I was running out of ways to keep the mud light. Truth is, I was losing hope too. We were lost, really lost, with no phone service, no map, and no idea of where to go. All we had was each other and the nature around us. But even through my worry, as I turned and looked around us for some kind of clue or signpost, something caught my eye. Check out the tree. It's kinda cool. I called out to Yamar. Doesn't its shape remind you of an afro? Ha, it does, Yamar replied. And look at how these rocks are formed over there. You don't see stuff like that in the city, now do you? For the next minutes, we got caught up in nothing flowers, leaves, animals, and little caves we hadn't seen before. The more we opened up in the forest, the more it opened up to us. Maybe we were lost, but we were also beginning to see the cool stuff around us. But then, while we were gazing at a big shrub in the distance, it began to shake. Ah, what is that? Yelled Lamar, nearly leaping into my arms. But a moment later, we were both laughing hysterically. Mr. B, you found us. We had never been happy to see our leader, but Mr. B looked perplexed. We've been in the same spot the whole time. Where did you two run off to? We were taken in the sights, Jamar suggests sheepishly. Yeah, and then we could hear you. We thought you'd gonna on without us, I add. You probably didn't hear us because we were meditating. Mr. B said with a chuckle. Care to join us? After getting a closer look, the rest of the group was sitting nervy, with their eyes closed, taking in the quiet. Jamara and I tiptoed over and took a seat. I sat there with my eyes closed, thinking about the nature around me, the trees, the rocks, colorful flowers, and interesting animals. Out here, away from the city, I was starting to get that Mr. B had told us about how peaceful nature could be. I really was, but before I knew it, my thoughts turned to the tall buildings, traffic lights, and pigeons, the honking buses, the subway rhythms. There was something peaceful about all that, too, at least to the city boy.